fires raged. Barbarians tore down monuments, and the world heard the painful words, "The West has fallen." The eastern half of Rome did survive, but was populated by corrupted leaders and a peasant population. Luckily, a new hope would be arising just nearby the lands of the Gauls, the Scots, and the Irish. This was a people who were once fools, worshipping gods as useless as they were, until they were granted civilization by the great Romans. Once Rome fell, these people suddenly felt an urge to bring back greatness to civilization, an urge to follow in the steps of their heroes in Rome, an urge to purge this world of barbarians that infested it, an urge to create a new kingdom, a new empire, one that which the sun would never set. The English kingdom, the English empire. But that, my friends, is a long way to go. So let us pick up where we last left off. After the people of England placed themselves the burden of protecting civilization, they created several kingdoms to rule from. Many of these were small insignificant nations, except for Northumbria, Mercia, East Anglia, and Wessex. There were some other ones too, but, well, they were kind of useless. So, let's just do this. Perfect. These were good days for the kingdoms. Their greatest enemy was some French guy named Charlemagne, LARPing as a Roman emperor so hard that he made a Chinese ripoff of it called the Holy Roman Empire. Sorry, there's just some huge air quotes in that. Ugh. I mean, seriously, are you looking at those borders? And so, after seeing that fiery hole, the English thought it would be funny to let that pretend to be a Roman with his aborted civil realm. The joke got even funnier when the Pope, aka God himself, decided to join in and crown him Emperor of the West. But as generations passed, it wasn't all fun and games in the English Isles. A horde of monsters, slowly growing in power, descended from the godless lands of Scandinavia to destroy civilization, just like the barbarians before them. They were known as a singular group, the Vikings. It all began when their demon god Thor smelled the scent of civilization from down in the mortal realm, and instinctively went apeshit. I'm talking he wanted to f*** the people with his retarded hordes of f***ing pieces of ever-loving. Hey, so I might have gone a little wordy there. Where was I? Oh yeah, the Vikings. After seeing the civilization of the English Isles, Thor grew in jealousy and sent his demons to destroy this land of prosperity. While the invasions were repelled in Wessex, up north corruption and infighting allowed the army of Ivar the Boneless to invade, pillage, and consume York and Northumbria, establishing their demonic kingdom on the Isles. May God have mercy. The horde, fortunately, could not march further south. So, as usual, with no other options and outmatched in every skill, the Viking barbarians turned once again to Thor. Using his ancient evil magic, he summoned a creature of pure terror and evil, a monster hell-bent on destroying civilization. He was given the name of Guthrum. Spamming his armies of evil through East Anglia and then helping Ivar destroy most of Mercia, Guthrum led the Isles into its darkest days yet. Now, you're probably wondering why our Wessex didn't help during these times. That is because the King of Wessex, Ethelred, was weak, scared, and worst of all, willing to deal with the barbarians. When the great heathen army invaded, Ethelred rose towards Guthrum and decided to pay him off. Now, that was very unpopular for many people. And who else thought that was a terrible idea? His brother Alfred, who fought at every battle possible, was loved by the peasants, and didn't give a crap at all about what the barbarians fought. Slowly, Alfred grew more and more distasteful of his brother, especially the part of bribing off those barbarians multiple times again, who would obviously keep on asking and asking and asking for more and more. But he didn't act on it. Instead, God did, sickening and weakening the idiot until he finally died. Thank the Lord. Once he died, it took about 2 seconds for Guthrum to break down the doors of the church in search of Alfred, But he, knowing through an angel warning him of this evil threat, was able to escape in time to the swamps, where no barbarian would ever look for civilization. Whilst hiding in the swamps, he was offered shelter by a peasant woman, not knowing of the king's true identity. She then asked him to wash some wheat cakes while she was baking. So occupied with his kingdom's safety, however, Alfred let the cakes burn, which made the peasant woman go insane. From there, Viking forces were killed while walking in the woods. Nobles who sided with the Vikings were slain in their homes, and Guthrum himself was haunted with visions of Alfred. Even as the king of the swamps, he continued to fight the invaders. Frickin' based. Then finally, Guthrum saw Alfred's army on the hill, ready to take back their homeland. Alfred's army quickly crushes Guthrum, recapturing Mercia and the other nearby kingdoms, forcing him into East Anglia, forcing the light of Christianity on Guthrum, and forcing him to have the new name Ethelstan. Alfred has protected the Isles from one of its darkest hours. For that, he will be forever known as Alfred the Great. Oh, this part's gonna make me cry. Pushing back the invaders took most out of Alfred, leaving him with only squabbling nobles and the forever worrying Northumbrian army, until one day, he fallen ill and died. I embrace the purpose of God and the doom assigned. Alfred the Great. His descendants would continue to follow his legacy, an attempt to push past and make him proud. But that, my friends, is a story for another time. Goodbye for now.